Oh, shit. Here we go again.
You were very vociferous about your lack of belief in Lisandro Martinez.
Yes,
is that a better player?
That worry for me is still there. If you watch at set pieces, he's either used as a blocker or he use him on the near post. I mean, he's not got the physique to take on the big guys and mark them man for man. I just feel when you're that size, you will get caught. You'll get pinned in the box.
Well, he's not getting any bigger, is he? So
you'll get pinned in the box, but there's a lot to like about him.
You think he might have gone a bit previous in Martinez, Graeme?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. I still think... I don't think he's terribly quick. I don't think... He has to be... I don't think he's terribly good on the ball, but he's got something about him which makes other people play. He's got real aggression. Yeah, he will do. I mean, just common sense tells you that. You know, at 5'9", and he's playing against guys 6'2", he'll get pinned occasionally. He'll get out-sprinted occasionally. And he will get caught. I don't... That's my take on it. I think... I can't tell you a centre-back in my time in the English game has been super successful being that size.
Why didn't I think of that? Because you're an idiot. No, don't be like that. Practically everyone is.
I've come out all guns blazing this week. It was Jamie Carragher who was in the crosshairs first, and now it's Graeme Souness. Now, some of you might say, Sam, don't give these dinosaurs, these idiots, airtime. And I agree with you to a certain extent. But they feasted on a diet of United being abysmal for the last few years. But they got to start eating on something else, man, because I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it, and I'm going to start calling out their nonsense. It was Jamie Carragher earlier this week that I called out for his ridiculous take on Martinez that he refuses to apologise for. It's time to load the gun back up, and Graeme Souness, it's your time in the spotlight. You absolute dinosaur. Now, Graeme Souness criticising Manchester United players, it's hardly something new, is it? It's something that's so deeply entrenched in his mind that he refuses to look elsewhere. Now that he doesn't have Paul Pogba to look at, he goes, you know what, who I'm going to go? I'm going to go after Lisandro Martinez. And he is going after him. He is not only just going after him, he said this yesterday. He's doubling down on what he's saying about Martinez, saying these things. He's not terribly quick. He isn't good on the ball. All he's brought is aggression. And I can't tell you a centre-back in England that's been super successful being that size. He's such a dinosaur. I'll tell you what, I think he's still reeling from the fact that Lisandro Martinez pocketed Mo Salah at Old Trafford. He's not physical enough. Oh, he's not going to handle himself against the biggest players. Come on, man. I just don't... This is the definition of an agenda. When you're so blinded by something that's so deeply founded in your mind that no matter what the evidence is in front of you, you will not change your mind. That is what an agenda is. And it's the reason I want to do this video is because I want to make Souness look like a mug, because it's so easy to debunk what he says. He said here, right, Lisandro Martinez isn't terribly good on the ball. Let's just take a look at some stats from Lisandro Martinez and why we signed him. Lisandro Martinez, per 90 in the Eredivisie in the season before we signed him. Passes completed first in the entire Eredivisie. Passes completed in the opposition half, third. I'm guessing this is to do with other centre-backs and comparisons of that. 4 passes, third. 30 per game. Touches, second. 108 per game. And interceptions, ninth. 2.17 per game. And in the Premier League, so far this season, go figure, Lisandro Martinez, his passing, his progressive passing, he's bypassed more opponents than any other Manchester United player this season by quite some distance. Lisandro Martinez and his progressive football out from the back has been fundamental in how Manchester United are developing as a team. Let's take a look at some examples, I hear you say. You didn't say that. I just said it. Lisandro Martinez, he's over here with the ball. And he's been in this situation so often for United this season. Now, he can go for the easier pass out there to Luke Shaw. But what Martinez has done so often this season, he's kind of taken a quick turn on the ball. And then sometimes he can fire in an unexpected pass to someone like Casemiro. Or he can spot the space there and progress it up to Christian Eriksen. He's not somebody who simply just looks sideways, who simply just looks for the easy ball. Example number 2 here. This is against Everton. Look how high up the pitch Martinez is here. Now, it's not that he plays the most incredible pass in the world here, not at all. But he plays with such aggression in his game, plays high up the pitch. And again, that is fundamental for how Manchester United are playing this season. And I think I'm just pig sick of these crap pundits saying outrageous stuff and it kind of nothing being said about it. This is what the narrative of what talkSPORT tries to do in England. They say shit and they try and get away with it. Now, I might not have told you this before, but talkSPORT tried to get me on. When was this? 5th of August. Ollie Stevenson, who was a producer at talkSPORT, reached out, tried to get me on the show in the week. And I said, look, appreciate you reaching out, man, but I've got no intention of appearing on talkSPORT anytime soon. And I don't, because they allow dinosaurs who say dumb shit like this. It's the easiest way to get heard in the world, is have the most outrageous take and shout it loud enough from the rooftops, somebody will pick it up. The problem is, there are so many dumb people in the world that they listen to it and they take it as fact, even though it's so easy to debunk the fact that Martinez he's not a bad passer. It's one of the biggest facets of his game. It's one of the biggest reasons why United fans have appreciated him so much this year. His progressive passing is outrageous. Not only the fact that he's doing that, he plays like a midfielder, like a ball-playing midfielder at times, really. And he matches that with the aggression. He matches that with the quality on the pitch. And just, Graeme Souness, man, you're so irrelevant, and you have been for so long, this is your only way of staying relevant. If you're going to do that, I'm going to make you look like an absolute idiot that you are. And the mad thing is here, he's not only just going after Martinez. And this is how I know it's on purpose. This is how I know what he's saying here isn't for intellectual conversation, isn't for debate about football. It's just to rile people up. Well, he's got me riled up here, and I wanted to react to it. I've sat quiet for so long, but United are now starting to turn a corner. And I think I ignored all this previously with Souness and Carrick and everyone, really, because, well, United were crap. I don't think I had the energy to come out and really defend my team like that, in the same way that United couldn't defend properly. But he's gone after Casemiro as well. I don't see Casemiro as a great player, he said. He's a steady Eddie. Let's have a quick listen.
Casemiro will make a big difference to them.
Casemiro's never been a great player.
But I don't see him as a great player.
5 times Champions League winning Casemiro is not a great player. Okay.
I don't see someone's
But
going to
you
get
just
behind that
named him
then.
as a standout.
Well, you just listen to it. Try and understand.
Nah, sod that. Can't be asked to listen to. You can't understand it. Casemiro, look, if we pull this up here, I did a video on this previously. Manchester United, these stats are really, really telling. If I try and zoom in a little bit, get that a little bit more in there. There you go. So Manchester United in the first 4 games that we had, I've already done a separate video on this, but I'm tying it into here because it's evidence towards the fact that Casemiro is not an average player in any way, shape or form. Any self-respected football fan, pundit, anybody who watches the game knows that Casemiro is not an average player. Apart from Graeme Souness. He knows exactly what he's doing. But here's the evidence to prove him wrong. And I like proving idiots wrong. I do. I really, really do. Manchester United in the first 4 Premier League games, look there. Possession, 12th. Possession passes ended in the final third, 12th. Shots on target, 12th. Total shots, 16th. Possession won in final third, 18th. And then look at it to the right. 4th, 2nd, 2nd, 2nd. And Casemiro's heat map, you take a quick look here and see where he's sitting. He's operating in front of that back 4. He's giving that protection. He is a major, major reason as to how we've been able to transform ourselves. And he's far from a steady Eddie. He's a diamond. He's polished gold. He is the defensive midfielder that we've missed for so long. And yeah, as I said, the likes of Jamie Carragher, the likes of Graeme Souness, anybody on fucking talkSPORT, throw Gabby Bonlahor in there, the absolute whopper that he is. All of them. They've feasted on a diet of United being crap and naff for so many years that they think they can just say stuff now and just continue to get away with it. I don't really think I, as a United fan, had the energy to argue against it enough to do a video for a long old time. But things are changing. And it's thanks to this man. And I'm going to make sure I do whatever I can with this platform, United People's TV, to try and not control the narrative, but if they're going to come out with outrageous shit like that, I'm going to continue to do videos like this to make sure that there's a bit of tunnel vision and the understanding of what they are trying to do and why they are trying to say it. talkSPORT, I wish it didn't exist. It shouldn't exist. I'll never go on it. Doesn't matter how much they offer me. But Ten Hag and what he's doing here is fantastic. Casemiro and what he's doing for this team is fantastic. Lisandro Martinez and what he's doing for this team. We're a different breed this season. These pundits can't get their head around it. And if they're going to start continuing to not start, if they're going to continue to spout nonsense, I'm going to defend my club. I'm going to defend my players against that bullshit, because you've had enough of it over the last few years. Things are different now. Things are different.